Hey there, LEGO fans. Welcome back. Alex here. We're going to continue building these Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars sets to display upstairs in the office. I do have a few on this shelf that are all in queue to build, one in which is going to be this Sandcrawler right here. Bit of a bigger set. We'll get to that one soon enough, as well as the Slave one that's also in line. But in this video, we're going to be building and placing the Ultimate Collector Series Y-Wing. So here is the box just before we get this thing going. I just want to make mention of a couple things here with this particular model. This is the second UCS Y-Wing that LEGO has produced. There was one several years back. So I do like the trend that LEGO recreates UCS Star Wars sets to give us an opportunity to buy one if perhaps we were not able to before, which was actually my case. So I really like the fact that this is available again. So this is the 2018 model, came out earlier this year, 2018. 75181 is the model number with 1,967 pieces. Not a whole lot of pieces, in my opinion, as far as UCS sets go. But looking at the design of the model, you can certainly tell why. So let's go ahead and get this thing started and find a spot for it. The Y-Wing Starfighter is complete, and I do have to apologize because I believe my battery died while doing the time lapse, and I think a lot of the build on the middle there was lost, so I apologize about that. But looking at this thing in its completeness, it looks really, really good. A lot of great details in this. Let's look at the instruction booklet right here. I won't open it up. I just want to take a look, have you look at the thickness here, because this, again, this thing is under 2,000 pieces. And that is a pretty thick book for a set that has that many pieces. Again, a lot of small pieces, a lot of those details in the inside there in the middle. Now this does come with two minifigures. You get, of course, a droid as well as the pilot who comes with a blaster. And I do love that this stand has a place to actually display them. You don't have to put them inside of the Y-Wing. Now, stickers. This does have stickers. Now, I'm not a fan of stickers. I like printed elements because I believe over time stickers do crack and peel, which is just terrible. Here's the sticker sheet that came with this set. I believe 13 in total, and that includes, of course, the very large sticker that is the display there. I guess it's not bad. All of these stickers, I believe, are actually in the front cockpit section there. This being a UCS set, it does come with this very impressive stand, which allows it to be displayed on an angle like this, as well as evenly like this. Here we go. And it does stay like that, kind of nice. Now, what's really cool about this, and they didn't have to do this, at least I didn't think they had to, but they did allow a way for it to actually land. It has some landing gear, so you have some little legs you extend here on each of these engine nacelles, one here around the neck of it, and they do a great job of supporting it just like that. Of course, just pick this thing right back up, put the legs back in, and stick it right back on the display stand right there in the middle, like so. Let's take a look at the cockpit itself. Now, I think this thing gets kind of a rough go because it's kind of plain at the front. There's not a lot of fun, crazy details, not like you see in the middle here. I mean, look at that crazy. This was actually really fun putting this together, but a lot of great detail here. And there's actually, I think, a decent amount of detail at the bottom here as well. Not so much. I mean, you're not going to see much of this down there, but all around the engines, there's great details you can see. But a lot of the value you get from the set is going to be this impressive detail going on between the cockpit and the engines. So let's look at the front here. Let's go ahead and open up the cockpit. It just opens up just like so. And what's really neat about this is you have this guidance system, the weapons guidance system that comes down here, and so forth. And yeah, the minifigure does fit in there just fine, so you can pop them in there. And I guess this thing does offer some playability because you can let this thing up and have it chase your other starships around and have quite an impressive battle. Hopefully it doesn't destroy it. You don't destroy it in too many pieces. Now it does have this rotating gun up here, and you guys see a gear right there where I'm pointing. And if I move this gun around, you can see it turn, and that's all it really does. There's nothing there to I don't know, engage it and make it move. You have to just kind of take your hand and move it yourself. I guess it helps with keeping the gun stationary, so wherever you move it, it's very stiff. It's not going to move. So I guess if you open up your cockpit, you'd want to move it out of the way. But there's no knob elsewhere that you're turning to make this move around. Now, it's built in sections, obviously, the middle, and then the engines go on, and everything is very tight. Everything is connected very, very well together. It's not coming apart. The only thing that really pops off this thing is the engine. So I can pull these off. They come off just like that. Now it's completely out of balance, but not too much that it's going to fall over. But take a look at these. These are really nice. A lot of new elements introduced in this set. Well, new to me anyway. I've never seen certain elements before, like this large circular one here at the end of this nacelle. But again, a lot of fun detail in here. This is actually really fun to build. Little areas there to connect it to the ship. But no, they did a really good job to make a ship that could possibly be somewhat boring to look at to be somewhat exciting as far as the detail goes. One complaint I had was when I was putting this thing together, I kept knocking these little guys off. They're just on a clip like that, and I kept bumping them and losing them, and it was driving me bonkers. But I guess that's a small price to pay when you look at the entirety of the ship. All right, well, that's enough said. Let's go ahead and find a place for this thing in the office. So here is the Y-wing. It's a resting spot for quite some time. Now, I do have a confession to make. When I put this in here, the angle of the Y-wing just wasn't steep enough. It was kind of hiding a lot of that wonderful detail that you see on the top there. So what I did is I altered the stands so it has more of a downward or more of an angle so you can see more of the ship. And I was concerned it was going to hide the minifigures a little bit, and of course the display there. But I think at this angle, we back up here a little bit, it works pretty well. It fits in that little spot, thank goodness. So the collection continues to grow. So the Y-wing now is part of this ever-growing UCS collection of Star Wars sets. And now I've just got a couple down there. I'm looking at the sand crawler to go right here, which I think we might have to move BB-8. I don't know if he's going to fit there with it or not, but that's okay. As you can see, there's a lot of other empty shelves that are just there for Lego sets. UCS Star Wars sets is what we're looking at here, guys. So, but anyway, let me know what you guys think of the Y-wing. I know it's not a brand new set. It's been out for a while, but I just finally got to it, and there it is. So hope you guys enjoyed that video and build, and of course my little attempt at a review. And we'll have more stuff for you in the very near future. Until then, you guys take it easy. We'll see you. Bye-bye.